Hi, we are looking at Sahyog paper MR08 for year 5. Question number 30. A new lottery game is created with balls numbered 0 to 50. One ball is drawn, probability of an even number. We know that 0 is an even number, and then from 1 to 10 the even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 even numbers. From 11 to 20 similarly 5 even numbers. Like this, within every tens there are 5 even numbers. So, from 1 to 50 we have 5 times 5 plus 0, which is another one even number, which means there are 26 even numbers, and out in 0 to 50 there are 51 balls. So, 26 by 51 is our answer. In 29, what is the probability that he scores 5 on both dice? So, one dice has 6 different solutions. Again, 2 dice can give 6 different solutions, which gives us 6 times 6, 36 possibilities in total. And both can give a 5 in only one way. So, 1 out of 36 is our answer. 28. I thought of a number, I divided by 2 and there was no remainder left. This is the condition of only an even number. This can only be an even number. So, the probability that I thought an odd number is 0. In question number 27, Joy uses the digits 7, 5 and 6 once each to create a 3 digits number at random. So, 3 digit number, there are hundreds place, tens place and ones place. So, we will put the digits in different orders. So, keeping 7 in front, there can be 5 and 6, again there can be 6 and 5. Keeping 6 in front, there can be 5 and 7 and 5. Again keeping 5 in front in the hundreds place, we can keep 7 and 6 in either tens or ones place. So, we get 6 possibilities like this, 6 outcomes. Out of that, the probability that it is greater than 650 comes from the first 3 outcomes in our cases. So, these numbers are greater than 650, which means 4 out of 6. Reducing by 2, we get 2 by 3. In question number 26, the probability that a black cat has brown eyes is 1 upon 4. The probability that a black cat has green eyes is half. So, what is the probability that it has neither brown nor green eyes? So, first we will find out the total of the probabilities of having either brown or green eyes, which is 1/4 plus half, and then that is 3/4. So, which means neither of these two will be represented by the total whole probability 1 minus 3/4, which is 1 by 4. In question number 25, a coin is thrown 3 times. It lands on heads twice and tails once. But since it is a very small amount of experiment, there can be only 2 outcomes in a coin. So, tail has probability half of coming in any tossing coin. 24. Jack tosses a coin and rolls a die. What is the probability the coin lands on tails, and the number on the die is a prime number. So, the coin can have only 2 outcomes, either a head or a tail. With each outcome, the die can give 6 outcomes. That is the 6 digits written on the faces of the die. So, we need the coin to land on tail and also prime number here. So, 2 is prime, 3 is prime and 5 is prime in only the tails column, which means we get 3 outcomes out of a total of 6 plus 6, 12 outcomes. So, reducing both the numbers by 3 common factor, that is 1 by 4. Question number 23, what is the value in percentage of each of the following? So, event having an even chance of happening is 100 divided by 250%, certain to happen is 100%, no chance of happening is 0%. In question number 22, for which one of the following calculate the exact probability? So, for A, we don't know the month, we cannot calculate. B, we cannot calculate, we don't know the year. So, this way only D is the correct answer. In question number 21, Ben rolls a fair dice. What is the probability that he scores a value less than 5? So, in the outcomes of a die, there are 6 outcomes. Out of that, only 4 of the outcomes are less than 5. So, 4 out of 6, reducing by 2, we get 2/3, which is our answer. In question number 20, Laila has 3 green pens, 2 red pens and 4 blue pens. So, the total number of pens that Laila has is 3 plus 2 plus 4, which is equal to 9. So, the number of black pens out of this, there are no black pens. So, probability is 0. The number of red pens is 2. So, 2 out of 9, 2 by 9. Blue or green pen. So, there are 3 green pens and 4 blue pens. So, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 by 9. And not green are 2 red pens and 4 blue pens. So, 2 plus 4, 6 pens which are not green, 6 by 9, reducing by 3, both of them have common factor, gives us 2 by 3, which is our answer. In question number 19, the probability of each event as a fraction. So, tossing a coin and getting a head, only 2 outcomes possible. So, half is the probability. 2 coins and getting 2 heads. So, that can happen only one way out of 4 outcomes in a 2 coins tossing. So, 1/4. Out of 7 days of a week, 1 day is Wednesday. So, 1/7, and part D, 31 days. There are 7 months in a year which have 31 days. So, 7 out of 12 months out of the total year. Drawing a card full of 52 cards and it is an ace. So, there are 4 aces in a pack full of cards. Dividing by 4, reducing both, we get 1/13 is our answer. In number 18, a scientist mixes 2 powders, 40 grams of powder X with 25 grams of powder Y. So, we will find the ratio 40:20. Now, that can be reduced both by 5, dividing both by 5, we get 8:5 ratio. So, with 8 grams of powder X, we need 5 grams of powder Y. Therefore, with 1 gram of powder X, we will need lesser amount of powder Y, that is dividing by the amount of powder X. So, 5 by 8 gram. So, with 100 gram of powder X, we need 100 times 5 by 8 gram. So, 100 times 5 is 500, 500 divided by 8 will give us 62.5 grams answer. Part B, 375 gram of powder Y is used. So, in the ratio 5 grams of powder Y is needed with 8 grams of powder X. So, 1 gram of powder Y again will be needed with 8 divided by 5 gram of powder X, and 375 gram powder Y will be needed with 8 by 5 times 375 gram. 375 divided by 5 gives us 75, times 8 is 600 gram, which is our answer. In number 17, 2 cats can feed for 18 days on the cat food. So, 1 cat can feed for 2 times the number of days. So, that is 36 days. Now, then if there are 3 cats, then the number of days will become shorter. So, 36 divided by 3 which is 12 days, which is our answer. Number 15, 8 people can do a job in 10 hours. So, which means one person will take 8 times more time to get the job done. So, 8 times 10 hours equal to 80 hours. Again, if the work is divided among 20 people, then 80 hours will be divided by 20, that is equal to 4 hours. So, the job will be completed in 4 hours. Our answer is 4 hours. In question number 14, 2 machines can complete 3 jobs in 4 minutes. So, one machine can complete 6 jobs in how much time? So, 2 machines can complete 6 jobs in how much time? So, it is completing 3 jobs in 4 minutes. So, another 3 jobs in 8 minutes. So, 2 times the amount of time. So, if 2 machines complete 6 jobs in 8 minutes, one machine will complete the same amount of jobs, 6 jobs, in twice the amount of time needed by 2 machines. So, 2 times 8 minutes, that is 16 minutes, our answer. How many machines will be required to complete 21 jobs in 8 minutes? Now, if we calculate in 2 machines, every 2 machines can complete 6 jobs in 8 minutes. So, if we multiply the number of machines, the number of jobs can be multiplied for 8 minutes. So, 6 machines can complete 18 jobs in 8 minutes, and we need 3 more jobs to do. So, one machine can complete 6 jobs in 16 minutes. So, it can do 3 jobs in just half the amount of time, that is 8 minutes. So, which means 3 jobs will again be done by another more machine. So, 6 plus 1, 7 machines will be needed in total. In question number 13, a cashier counts 300 pounds in 10 pounds and 20 pounds notes only. The ratio of 10 pounds to 20 pounds notes is 3:5. So, this is the number of notes. How many 10 pound notes are there and how many 20 pound notes are there? So, in the ratio 3:5, there are 3 units of 10 pound notes, which makes 30 pounds, and 5 units of 20 pound notes. So, 5 20 pounds makes 100 pounds. So, the total money made by these number of notes is 130 pounds, and we need a total amount of 1300 pounds. So, we can notice here, by dividing the required total by the total of the ratio, that the amount of money has become 10 times, which means the number of notes is also 10 times as of in the ratio. So, 3 times 10, 30 notes of 10 pounds, and 5 times 10, 50 notes of 20 pounds. In question number 12, Peter's age, Aunt Polly's age and Aunt Emma's age are in the ratio 2:5:7. So, if Aunt Polly is 30 years old, she is the middle term in the ratio. So, 5 parts represents 30 years. So, 1 part is equal to 30 divided by 5, which is 6 years. So, Peter's age is 2 parts in the ratio, which means 2 times 6 years, that is 12 years. And Aunt Emma is the last term of the ratio, that is 7. So, 7 times 1 part, that is 6 years. So, 7 times 6 is 42 years. The 12 years and 42 years are our answer. Number 9, 1 pound is worth 1.2 euros and 2 New Zealand dollars. How many New Zealand dollars can be bought with 144 euros? So, 1 pound, now 1 pound is equal to 1.2 euros and we have 144 euros. So, how many pounds we will get in exchange can be found out by dividing the total number of euros by the exchange rate. So 144 divided by 1.2 equal to 120 pounds. So 1 pound is equal to 2 New Zealand dollars again, which means 120 pounds which we will get in exchange of the euros is equal to 2 into 120, 240 New Zealand dollars. Thank you.